Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to notify team on Microsoft Teams for cash-free payments. So here I am managing an e-commerce store and I am managing all the transactions for the products which I am selling on my e-commerce store with the help of Cashfree. That is an amazing payment gateway application. Now here I have the finance team community on Microsoft Teams and my objective is that as soon as I am going to receive a new successful payment via Cashfree by the customers, then automatically each and every detail of that transaction should be sent as a notification to my finance team on Microsoft Teams. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up the connection between Cashfree and Microsoft Teams, and that we are going to do without any coding and any programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step for your business, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So in this video, I am going to show you that how we can automatically send a message to our team members on Microsoft Teams for every new payment which is successful on Cashfree. So as the owner of an e-commerce business, I want to streamline our payment processing and team communication. So here I will set up a connection between my Cashfree account and Microsoft Teams in such a way that as soon as I'm going to receive a new payment for a product which is being purchased by a customer on my e-commerce store with the help of Cashfree payment gateway, then automatically my finance team is going to be notified regarding all the details of that payment. So here I am going to automate this entire process for better customer service, so that as soon as the successful payment is received, the team will be notified and they can then proceed with the order fulfillment and update the status as needed. Okay. I cannot send the message manually every time because I have multiple products and multiple customers and I'm dealing with all of them. So here I am going to automate this process. How am I going to automate that? As I have told you, I'm going to build the connection. For building this connection, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. That is an amazing automation and integration software which helps us to build the connection between our work applications to automate the repetitive task without any coding and any programming skills. So let's get started quickly. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by typing the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we will find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account. But in case if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It will create a free new account for you, that too just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, I'm going to click on sign in. Now it has taken us towards all app section of Pabbly, where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create our automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. It has taken us towards a dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on our dashboard, we can find all the workflows which we have created. And to save the workflows, we can also create separate folders over here. As you can see, I have created separate folders for different kind of workflows. Now to create a new workflow, we are going to click on this blue button with the name as create workflow. As we have done that, a dialog box is appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to the workflow. So according to the purpose for which you are setting up this connection, you can give the name to your workflows. Okay. So here I'm going to give the name as Alright, notify team on Microsoft Teams for cash-free payment. After giving the name to my workflow, I'm going to select the folder. So here you can see I have list of folders. Among these folders, because I am creating this automation for the team collaboration and communication process. So here I'm going to select the folder which I have created for the same automations for team and task management. Then I'm going to click on create. As we have done that, a new screen is open in front of us. It contains a blank workflow which we have to fill, and the blank workflow contains two extremely important windows: trigger and actions. So what are trigger and action? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now let's suppose my objective over here is that I'm managing an e-commerce store and I'm selling products with the help of payment gateway, that is Cashfree. So here I want that as soon as I'm going to receive a new payment by a customer when they are going to purchase a product and they're going to make the payment through Cashfree, then I want to inform my team members, and I have the community of my finance team on Microsoft Teams. So I want to inform my team members on Microsoft Team channel. So I will have to build the connection between Cashfree and Microsoft Teams, where I'm going to take Cashfree in trigger and Microsoft Teams in my action step. When we are going to build the connection between these applications, we will clearly see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when the payment is successfully received, then only the message will be sent to the team members, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger in action, let us quickly start creating our automation step by step. To start with the workflow, first of all, let us select our trigger application. That will be Cashfree. So let's select that. Then we have to select the trigger event, what you want to perform, on the happening of which event you want to capture the response. You can see we have list of events over here. Because I am going to use payment forms for collecting the payments for different kind of products. So here you can see I have multiple payment forms. So I want that whenever the payment will be received via form, then I want to capture the response. So payment via form will be my trigger event over here. So now every time a payment will be received via form, the response is going to be captured, and with that response instantly the workflow is going to trigger. Now, how we are going to capture the response every time? For that, we have to build the connection between Cashfree and Pabbly Connect. And for building that connection, we have received a webhook URL, as you can see. So we are going to insert this webhook URL inside our Cashfree account to build this connection. And as we will do that, the URL is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data of every successful payment via form towards Pabbly Connect, that too instantly. Let's copy the webhook URL and then I will tell you exactly what you are supposed to do. So here we have some instructions. We need to follow them carefully step by step to build the connection. So I will take you towards my Cashfree account and I will tell you how you have to build the connection. So you have to just go towards the developer section from the left side, as you can see. Under developer section, here we have the option of webhook. So you have to select webhook option. And because I want to set up the connection between the payment forms and Pabbly Connect, so we'll go towards payment form, as we have to insert the webhook URL inside the payment form section. Now we are going to click on add webhook endpoint. And now here it is asking us a webhook URL. So let's paste the URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect and we'll click on test and add. As soon as we have done that, here we have the test response which is sent towards Pabbly Connect in the given format. So we'll click on add, and as we have done that, we can see that our webhook is added successfully over here. So I will take you now towards Pabbly Connect. You can see that the test response which we have sent while setting up the connection is received over here. These are all the test details we have, alright. So this means our connection is absolutely successful, and every time now payment is going to be received via payment form. So this kind of response is going to be captured, which will contain the date and time of the payment, the transaction ID, the status of the payment, the order ID, the amount which is being paid, the phone number and other details of the customer. Okay, so now as we have received the test response, let's click on recapture webhook response button. And now we are going to wait for another response which we are going to submit. We are going to do a test submission to capture a new response now, so that we can continue with the workflow. So now once again I will take you back towards my Cashfree account. We will go towards the payment forms. And these are all the forms I have. So here I'm going to open one of the forms given over here. Let's suppose for this PHP course. So I will simply copy the URL of the form. I will open it in a new tab. And I'm going to make the payment with the form. So here this is the checkout page. It is opened and the customer could make the payment with this form. So I have the details on the website of my e-commerce store, payment form links on the website of the e-commerce store. When they are going to purchase any product, they will receive the form which they have to submit, and by entering the details in the form, they are going to make the payment. So here the payment is for rupees 599. The customer will have to enter their phone number. So I'm going to enter a random phone number over here. Let's say the phone number of the customer who is paying is, okay, then I'm going to enter a random email ID of the customer. Let's say the email is smartuser@pablitudes.com. Then here I'm going to enter the name of the customer. Let's say the name of this customer is Smart User, and I will click on pay securely. Now I'm going to select one of the payment methods. Let's suppose card, and because this is the test account I'm using, so this is my test account of Cashfree. So here I'm going to use some dummy card details in order to make this payment. So first of all, I will enter the dummy card number. So after entering the card number, now I'm going to enter the card holder's name. That will be, let's say, Smart User, the name of the customer. Then I'm going to enter the expiry date of the card, CVV. So we'll click on proceed to pay now. And now I'm going to enter the OTP over here. So this is the OTP. As you have done that, you can see that the payment is successful. These are all the details. This is the order summary. And as soon as the payment is successful, let's move back towards Pabbly Connect. After coming back, you can see that here the response is already captured in the same format as we have received in the test response. So we will simply read the details which we have received quickly. First of all, here we have the type of payment. So here the payment is received from the form. We have the date and time at which the payment is received. Then we have the transaction ID, which is going to be unique for each and every payment and each and every order. We have the order status, that is paid. We have the order ID over here. We have the amount which is received. We have the phone number of the customer, the name of the customer. We have the email, the amount, and the form URL. And over here we have the form ID as well. This means that our connection between Cashfree and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful, and now every time a new payment will be received via form, automatically the details are going to be captured inside Pabbly Connect, and with this the workflow is going to trigger every time. When the workflow is going to trigger, when the response will be captured, our objective is to send a notification on our Microsoft Teams channel. So here we'll move forward and we'll build the connection between Microsoft Teams and Pabbly Connect. Let's go towards our action step. Let's select our action application as Microsoft Teams. Then we will select the action event. What do you want to perform? I want to send a message on the channel. So here I'm going to select the action event as send message in a channel. Okay, let's click on connect. For building the connection, here we have two options: add new connection and select existing connection. In case if you already have an existing connection, just go with that. To build the new connection, you have to keep in mind that you are already logged into your Microsoft Teams account, and then you have to go towards add new connection. Let's click on connect with Microsoft Teams. And as we have done that, you can see over here we have to select the account. Then here Pabbly Connect is asking us for the permission to access our Microsoft accounts. Our data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. So let's click on accept and allow. And as we have done that, you can see that our authorization has become successful. And the connection between Microsoft Teams and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. After building the connection, let's move forward. We have to enter the details in these fields for sending the message. So first of all, it is asking us the team. On which team you want to send the message. You can have multiple teams on the same account of Microsoft Teams. So you have to select specific one. So here this is the name of my team, finance team, on which I want to send the message every time. So here I'm going to select the same from the drop down, finance team. In the similar manner, you also have to select your specific team. Then if you have created multiple channels as well, you have to select the channel, of course. Then we have to move forward and we have to enter the message. Which message you want to send on the team. So I want to inform my team members regarding the payment which we have received along with all the details of the transaction. So here the message will be according to that. And you have to keep in mind, it is given in the instructions that you have to enter the message over here in the HTML format. How you're going to convert the normal text into a HTML format? For that you can use this particular application, Word HTML. Over here when you will enter some details, a message over here in the Word segment, when you will go towards HTML, it will be converted. So this is the message which I want to send. New payment received, customer name, which contains amount, order ID, date and time. And here when I will go towards HTML segment, here we have the data in the HTML format. So now I'm going to simply copy the exact format given over here and I will paste it over here. Okay, so here we have the message, new payment received, customer name. Here we have the details of the payment, customer name, amount, order ID, date and time, and here we have some other details. Okay, so what we will do, we will simply enter the details now. In the field of amount, we have to enter the amount. In the field of customer name, we have to enter the customer name. So I will simply delete the given brackets. And in the place of customer name, what I will do, instead of entering the name manually, I will simply insert the data from the previous step, as we have received all the details related to the payment in our earlier response already. You can see we have the name of the customer as well. When we will select it, it is mapped over here. When we map a data like this, it becomes dynamic, and with each and every new response, automatically it is going to replace. So every time a new payment will be received via cash-free forms, automatically the details will be captured and automatically the details will be replaced in the field so that we can send different messages with different details to the team members. Alright, this is the process of automation. Now in the field of amount, we will map the amount in a similar manner. Here we have the amount which is received. Then we have the transaction or the order ID. So let's map the order ID over here. Okay, then here I'm going to map the date and time. But because I have received a complicated format of date and time, I'm going to change the format of date and time first of all. So let's click on this add action step button. we will select our action application as date and time formatter. Date and time formatter is an amazing feature of Pabbly which helps us to format the date and time in the workflows according to our requirements. Here our action event will be format date only. Alright, let's click on connect. And over here, I just want the date. I just want to send the date to the team members and not the time because the date is only required. Over here, I'm going to simply map the date which we have received. Now it is asking us in which format you have received the date. So we have to enter the from format. So we have received the date in the year, month, date and time format. So this is in the UTC format. So I will simply select this format. Then it is asking us in which format you want the date. I want simple format. So I will simply select this date, month and year format. Alright, then I will click on save and send test request button, and as we have done that, the response is captured. We have the correct format in which we want the date. In the similar manner, we have multiple formats of date, so you can select according to your choice. So here in the date and time field, I will simply map the date which we have received. Okay, after doing this, let's click on save and send test request button quickly. As we have mapped all these details, so all these details are going to automatically replace. Here we have the response and the messages sent. So let's go and check on our Microsoft Teams channel. And you can see that yes, the messages received over here. New payment received. Customer name is smart user. Amount which is received is 599. The order ID is here. We have the date and time in the given and the desired format. Along with this, we also have the instructions that please proceed with the order fulfillment and update the status as needed. Let's keep up the great work. So this is the message. Okay, so now here when the message will be received, as soon as the message will be received, the team will be able to process the order and they will be able to work on the order and the customer satisfaction. Alright. Apart from this, a record will also be created systematically on the same channel according to each and every order which is being placed with all the details of the customer, the amount and the date and time at which we have received the amount. Okay. Now here once we have completed the workflow and it is also working, so let's test this workflow whether it is running fine or not. So I'm going to take you back towards Cashfree. We will simply copy another form over here. I will open it in a new tab. And now I'm going to make the payment for this Java ebook. Okay. So here the amount to be paid is also 599 over here. We have to enter the phone number of the customer, let's say. Then we have to enter the email address of the customer, let's say. Name. Let's say latest customer. Let's pay the amount. I will enter the dummy card number over here quickly. Let's say the card holder's name is latest user over here. We are going to enter the random expiry date, CVV, and let's pay the amount. As you have entered the OTP, the amount is paid. So as soon as the payment is successful, let's go and check whether a message is received for this particular order or not on our Microsoft Teams. And over here, you can see that without any manual efforts, instantly, here we have the message, new payment received. All the details are automatically changed over here. We have different customer name, a new amount. The order ID is also different and the date and time is the same, of course. So here we have the message. This means our workflow is running absolutely fine. So let's quickly summarize what we have done in the workflow. We have taken very simple steps, trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken Cashfree, and in action, we have taken date, time formatter and Microsoft Teams. And we have connected all of them in such a way that as soon as a new payment will be received successfully in Cashfree, then automatically a message will be sent on Microsoft Teams regarding the payment details. So I hope this automation is clear to you and it is helpful for your business. You can customize the message according to your choice. You can add or subtract any of the details from the message based on the requirements you have for your business. Thank you for watching the video.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.